Hi everyone, I am back for day 2 of my new Minecraft series. Picking up right where we left off yesterday. I'm just trying to finish my little hole in the wall kind of starter base area over here. I think yesterday I was working on making these little beams here to make it look more so like the base is kind of integrated into the cave here rather than just some chests and stuff against the walls. It makes it, I guess, a bit more immersive. So just trying to get these beams up here. Need to get some stairs. But since yesterday I've been doing a bit of thinking about, what I want to do with the world, and I got some pretty fun ideas. But as with all worlds, you gotta have a base and materials first. But I am going to, if time permits this episode, I'm going to start an idea board where I put future ideas. So there's a Wandering Trader. Sorry, the Wandering Trader just derailed my entire thought. Wow, he's really getting aggressive as well. Does he have anything good for us? That baked potato trade is honestly kind of solid considering we just found potatoes from the village that was that way, but I honestly feel like we could probably get better trades with a farmer, so could kill him for the leads, although that's not the most humane action. I suppose it sometimes is necessary. If I can get into this corner here. Oh, there's the last stair I need conveniently. Do the good old-fashioned nerd pole method here. Alright, let's see how that's looking. Yeah, this guy is really just in the way. We're gonna act like this is not happening. I need your leads. Okay, we're just going to act like these leads fell from the sky. And now they're mine. So I guess I need to terraform this a bit. I need a few blocks to go there. I'll grab a few smooth stone blocks to go there. I need to figure out, I guess for the floor, since we have a decent amount, I'll do some oak slabs. I would like to incorporate, I suppose birch wouldn't look too bad. Give it an extra bit of color because I don't want it to just be all oak wood. That would be a bit bland. Or there's acacia wood over there. How would an orange floor look in there? Honestly, let us try it. You don't know until you try. It is getting dark. Can I make... I don't want to risk it. I will just sleep, and then first thing tomorrow I will go over there to get the Savannah wood, or the acacia wood rather, and hope that it looks nice over here because I really enjoy that wood top. I also added a mic filter so that hopefully the computer sound isn't coming through as prominently as it did yesterday, because wow, that was something. When I went back to watch it and all I could hear was the low hum of my computer fans, that was, not the best start, but it's not that big a deal, I don't suppose. We'll improve. It's not like anyone saw it anyway, so. Some brown sheep over here, that's interesting. I haven't really played in recent enough time to see the new animal skins. That is quite cool. Cool chicken design that I've never seen before. It does fit in well nicely with the savannah. Ooh, there's a jungle. Oh my gosh, and a cherry blossom. Whoa. Things have just changed, guys. Wow. The potential for cool, and pumpkins. Oh my goodness. As one of my great college professors would say, oh brother, we have just came upon something amazing here. Because the cherry blossom, oh my gosh. Maybe I'm just a nerd for cherry blossom trees in real life, and that carries over to Minecraft, but man, I absolutely love some cherry blossom. So this seed is actually turning out to be quite nice. We have the cherry blossom forest here. We have a jungle there, savanna there. There's a village just there, and a huge cave system there. I mean, we couldn't have really asked for much more, honestly. Now it just comes down to utilizing it all. Got a lot that I want to do at the moment, but getting very distracted by these cherry blossoms. Gotta get some of this leaf litter as well. This stuff is incredible. Our first cherry blossom tree of the save. Is my render distance still cranked from yesterday? Yes, it is. Okay. That's why I hadn't seen that jungle yet, so that turned out to be a nice thing, but I noticed the computer was being a bit choppy there, so I figured that could still be the problem, and it was. So now I am just totally, I don't know how I want to take this build, because the pink just looks so nice. I want to use that. Make like a Japanese style house. I love those. I think they're so cool. Gosh, this is crazy. You know, I'm almost thinking like a house up here overlooking this would just be, yeah, that would be really cool. I might have to move, guys. I don't know. I'm wondering, do I stay in the cave? I don't think so. Maybe we I just had an idea that I think will be good. We keep this little area down here that I'm working on. It's kind of like a mining base. So basically just chuck stone, dirt, like all kinds of like bulk blocks that you pick up from mining. And have like a nice smelting system down here. And then our actual base and house can be up there atop that hill. So let me see if I can even, I'm totally disoriented now. I don't know. Let's see, let me crest this hill here. Should be, wait. Okay. There's the cherry blossom. I think it's this way. Should have noted some coordinates, but here we are. Okay, yeah, we're back. Nice. Some horses there also. Maybe the mine shaft will have a saddle. That would be just incredible for traveling back and forth between the mining area, the village. So I'm realizing now I didn't even get acacia wood, which is what I set off to do, but you know, you get sidetracked. So now I don't even know where I want to build a base. This is hard. I think maybe, you know, we can turn any area into the cherry blossom forest. Maybe we stick with the original cave idea. Although I'm honestly not even finding the place at the minute. Okay, it's back this way. Because there's the savanna. It's like that way, if I'm correct. Or I could be totally off base here. I hope I'm correct, though. Here's a tiny cave. Definitely need to take down the coordinates whenever I find this place again. Okay, well, I saw the cherry blossom trees and just absolutely failed to even consider which. I know it was opposite the savanna. I could see it as I was mining the savanna, but the savanna was like northeast of the cave. So, this whole day has became a big waste of me just running around. But I suppose I found a jungle, and that treehouse could be cool. Honestly, there's just too many good options. I don't know if I prefer a tree house, a Japanese style samurai house, or not samurai, but like just Japanese style building. Okay, finally, we're back. Or the cave base, or just a base in this area, and potentially that could, you know, we could combine a few things, because there's the cherry blossom. We could always plant a bunch around here to kind of sit in between this valley, because it is nice being so close to the cave, and I would like to expand into the cave eventually, because I don't know, I just think that would be cool. Whereas living upon that crest of that hill with the Japanese cherry blossoms just over there would be it'd be a climb every time you needed to get, hope I don't kill the guy. Nice, I survived. It'd be a climb every time I needed to get home, as well as just, you know, not the most convenient location, but it would look nice. So this is not going to look good. I know it's not, but I am going to change these pillars in due time. But for now, we're going to enjoy what we have found, and I realize I didn't get a sapling. Okay, that can be another process, another task for another moment. But for now, I'd really like to just get something together here so I can go down into the mines. I also need to plant. So this is why I need the idea board, so I can keep myself kind of oriented. Otherwise, I get so distracted playing this game. There's just too much to do and explore and see. So let me make a hoe here. We'll set up a temporary farm here, not permanent whatsoever. Not the best location. Am I crazy? Okay. Wait, what's going on? Does this work? Ooh, I do not want to eat. Okay. Okay. Well, that's. Let me do this and now place. So that's precisely the opposite of what I wanted to do. Can I place you now? What is going on? This is making me look like the biggest. Must they be in the sun? Let's move over here and let's figure that out. And I think we've found the problem. For now, our potatoes will go here. That is not permanent, but I want to explore this cave rather than spend time setting up a nice looking farm at the moment, because I would like to get some nice resources rather than just spend all of my time working on this base at the moment. So I guess I will craft some bread here, so I won't have to worry with food. And top off just a wee bit more there. Okay, that's probably good. I don't need the hoe. I don't need that. Get rid of a tad bit of this stuff here. I'll keep the wood. The smooth stone needs to go here. Guess I will just use wood because I put the dirt away, and okay. Okay, it's not perfect, but it looks a bit better. This axe, I hear an Enderman. Won't need. Okay, so let me light that place up a bit more here. It's not great, but for the time being, it'll do. Might change these pillars out with like some deep slate if I could find that. I think that would be really cool, kind of black and pink contrast. I kind of like that look. So I will craft some torches here. Yeah, that should be plenty. I have 20 iron. We will go with a pick, a sword, a bucket will be useful, and I suppose a chest plate. And we'll keep that other 4 in case some of these tools break. So I will chuck this old tools in there, and I think we're ready to go. I guess I can Should I get water? Is there any easy water on the way down? No. Let me go grab some. Otherwise, there's a great chance that I might fall and die there. Ooh, there's something nice. It'd be really, really nice to find some diamonds. There's another one of those firefly bushes. Those are cool. I'd like to place some of those around too once we get into the base building process, but for now I would like to explore this cave properly now that we have the means to do so. And one of the first things I need to do when I get back up is get some animal farms going and establish a location for them, at least for the meantime. I could have done with a shield, I'm now realizing, but let me, that's the wrong button, but there's a lot of zombies here. Okay, I'm gonna take a screenshot of my coordinates momentarily after I deal with all these zombies there. Gosh, this guy's a sword. Okay, make sure we're safe. Okay, 8126. Let me just put those in chat as well, in case we do get lost during this session. Grab some iron here. Gold as well. Take a little bit of copper. I know they're adding, or they added, or they're in the process of adding some new copper stuff, which is cool. I saw the shelf update, which looks really interesting as well. So, wow, that goes much deeper. Gosh, this cave is really cool. Some people I know don't love the new cave update, but personally I think it's really cool. Like the caves are so expansive compared to what they used to be. Just tiny little curving corners that eventually ran into nothing around bedrock, whereas now you can kind of go forever in these, which is really nice. Plus you can spend more time in one cave system rather than exhausting one and having to run a ton of blocks in a new direction to try to find a cave you haven't explored yet, which is always nice. Or just going to Watch World and strip mining like the good old days. So let me keep mining some iron here. We're getting a lot of iron fast here, which is really nice. This stuff will be very useful, especially early on, until we can get more diamonds. Well, I'll say more, we don't have any currently, but I'm really interested to explore that jungle as well. I don't particularly love jungle wood. Oh, better eat. But I do enjoy the jungle for pandas, bamboo, jungle temples are cool. Probably even missing some things, but I do like the jungle. I can't remember what update it was. It was one of the later ones on Xbox 360 that added jungles, and I thought it was just one of the coolest things ever to play in the jungle and try to replicate like Captain Sparkle's Jerry Tree house from back in his early series. It's got shot right here. Try not to, nope. Two skeletons up there I'm about to get shot at by. Okay, one thing about it, I am racking up the arrows. Oh, there are skeletons everywhere, holy smokes. I'm gonna run down here and heal just a little bit. Rather not die. plenty of rail as well, which could be really useful when it comes time to transport villagers from the village to somewhere in the area for potential villager breeding and farms and all that fun stuff. Because I would rather have it close by than, even though the village is close, it's nicer just to have it within your base rather than, you know, having to go a couple hundred blocks every time you want to trade with some villagers or set up an iron farm or whatever. And you also have to be a certain distance from a village to even have a viable working iron farm. So alright, I'm going to grab a few more of these pieces of iron that are just around here, and then some coal as well, and then we'll, now I will go down the mine shaft here and see what it has in store. I particularly love a saddle and some diamonds. Here's some skeletons, which doesn't fill me with great confidence. Here, let's see. Oh, I think that's under me. Oh my goodness. Wow. That was ever so close. More copper, which I'm not too fussed about grabbing. See, this is how I get lost. I just roam these things and have no system to placing torches. I know some people place them all on the right, so when you're going out, they can all be on the left and you can find your way out, but I've just never done that. I've always just done it like this, and then when I get lost, I dig straight up and run back home. It's not the most effective thing ever, but it's just always how I've played, so why change now? Some more iron at least. No diamonds yet, although I very well may have ran by some. One thing in the new Caves and Cliffs, well, I say new, I guess old at this point, but new relative to the old caves. The new caves do make it quite a bit easier to find diamonds out and about. I used to default to strip mining for diamonds normally. Oop, we have our first chest, come on. Okay. I will take the pumpkin seeds, the melon seeds, the torches, and the pick. I don't want to fill my inventory with rails just yet. So here we have reached the end of one area of the mine shaft. I'm not even going to fight that zombie. I'm going to run back. We're already out of torches. Probably not the smartest place to craft, but okay. That guy's not even chasing. Okay, so I'm going to try to get back to where I was to try to light up some more of this and just... There's another chest near 2 creepers. Let's see if I can navigate this without... Should be one more hit on this guy. Okay. All things considered, that went okay. A golden apple I will take. Coal, pumpkin seeds, I guess I'll take those since I already have some. I did see a cave spider spawner over there. Gosh, we could spend forever down here. When my friends and I'm not going to go down there yet just because I'd like to explore the full mine shaft first, because who knows how far that goes. My friends and I would play Minecraft, but they love to try to speed run, or just not necessarily speed run, but just beat it as quickly as we can. And my job would always be mining, and you can just get lost in these forever if you're not careful. Especially in little areas like this, like it's easy to just keep running up these and not know where you are. So I suppose here, let's go up a level and grab this iron. Looks like we've been going for, ooh, another chest. lapis. I'll take that. I'll take the beetroot. It's not the most sought after. Is that a witch there, I think? Yes, I'm going to just steer clear of her. This is not deep slate, but rather smooth basalt. I'm looking for deep slate, because I think the darkness of that block would look great in contrast to the light pink. Okay. Anyone who's played Minecraft before familiar with these random rooms that just get generated within mine shafts. They've been here for ever. Okay, I should grab that coal. One thing about these new caves is you go through coal quickly. It's very easy to catch yourself needing coal, the most abundant resource in the game, nearly. Oh, okay. You know what, we'll leave that for now. Grab our first bit of harvested lapis here, which will come in handy as soon as we can enchant. Already up to level 14, which is nice. I remember, as I'm sure most people do, not back in the day, that sounds like an old head, but back in the, like, Xbox 360 Minecraft days when you had to have 30 levels to enchant. You could only use those 30 levels, and then you had to get 30 new levels just to enchant again. It would take quite some time to build up that much XP. Makes this new system really seem like a real gift when you think about how hard it used to be. Now that I know we have the cherry blossom forest and the jungle biome, I am quite excited at the possibilities for building in this world, though. Kind of have all we need around us. I mean, the only other not cool, but I mean, ice spikes would be nice. Mesa would be cool, but we have a nice bit of variety around, and I haven't even really scratched the surface as to what's around the base so far. So. Halfway to 30 now. Suppose I'll enchant a pick first if fortune is showing up, or ooh, okay. To be careful here. I suppose this is an entirely new section of the mine shaft, or maybe down there was closer to the beginning, and this is. Oh my goodness. Okay. Gotta be careful here. Gotta be really careful. Not where they are. Okay, destroy that thing. Cool. I do not enjoy the poison mobs in this game. Or in any game for that matter. It's like the damage alone might not be that much, but the poison creeps up real quick, and then next thing you know, you're dead. And the worst place to die is in the smack middle of a cave. There's some deep slate level block. Okay, that's a ravine. Is that diamonds? No. Okay, we will run back here. We're approaching the 30-minute mark. I'll probably go around 35-ish minutes. I don't want to go too far. Probably spend a few episodes, honestly, in this cave. Can't believe we haven't seen diamonds yet. Okay, so that was the chest. Okay, I'll take that. Take that. The melon seeds are nice. We are full here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Try to chuck some of this waste aside, so that should we come upon some diamonds or emeralds or something more valuable, I'll have space without having to. Okay, so this is also not the mine shaft any longer. So I suppose we'll go this way. I almost need more torches again. Okay, so this is the Can't believe I managed to pull that off, but managed to navigate right back to the cave, I think. Is this? Yes, this is it. Wow. I'm honestly shocked at how smooth that went. Normally, things do not go that smooth. So, I suppose I have a couple options here. I go back there and you explore the non-mineshaft areas, or spend some time running around this main area, lining it up a bit, which I might do. Oh my goodness. A music disc, potentially? No. Okay. Remember the first music disc I ever got was using the Stampy inspired. So here's the ravine, which is nice to know. That creeper just helped me out a lot. I used the Stampy inspired music disc trap where you would like lure a creeper in with some pistons around, and then did the same with the skeleton. Then you would stand like in the line of both of them so that the skeleton would shoot the creeper. Took me forever, but I eventually died. I think the first one I ever got was Cat, which is one of my preferred music discs, although I need to get some of the new ones. Pigstep is probably the coolest one, but I know it's hard to find because it must be found from bastions in the nether, and those suckers are, they can be hard. I've died in them tons of times, albeit that was in situations where my friends and I were speedrunning on a realm, and we were like a chest plate and a sword each, and not really equipped for that kind of fight. At least until the hoglins show up, and then that's when things get real bad. Then you accidentally hit a piglin or a zombie pigman, and then it's just all over from there. Okay, so we'll grab a bit more coal here. 32-minute mark. I'll spend some more time lighting up this surrounding area a bit here. Okay, 3 more creepers. Okay, I was just about to say, let's see if I can pull this off without any exploding. Okay, it's probably a bit careless there, given my... Oh, here's another one. Maybe we can knock him off the edge. Okay. So this goes much, much deeper. Is that the first diamond ore of the series, potentially? Let's see. I don't really want to go down here at the moment, but that is the first diamonds of the series, so I think it's obligatory that we go grab them. I realize I've had this water bucket the entire episode and haven't used it once. I suppose what I'll do is I'll continue just exploring, grabbing coal and iron and any diamonds that we run across, and continue lining mostly that area up there, and expand down this way. Because gosh, this cave has a lot. Oh man. Okay, I think I got that pig from... Oh, this was not a good spot to do this. Okay. Okay, that makes that easy. There's 2 more diamond ores there. Plenty of diamonds around. Man, these caves are so cool. Okay, let me... Oh, this is risky. I'm going to try my hand at a thumbnail today, so let me... Where is the diamonds? Okay, there. Still can't believe we went through that mine shaft and ended up at the start. Never done that before. So this is going to be a bit tricky here. Let me... make sure there's no monsters around. Okay, now let me... Okay, I'll take that screenshot for a thumbnail. And we will get these diamonds. Okay. I'm going to go up here. Looks like it's only... Is it only one? Let's see. Oof. Come on. Are there two? No, there, just one. But we do have our first diamond. And we know where two more are. I suppose I should hurry over there before this video gets too much longer and grab those so that I don't forget, because I will likely... But they are all the way down there, and okay, I'll tell you what we can do. Put that there, we'll kill this guy real quick. At some point, should this series continue, which I see no reason why it wouldn't. Ooh, that could have been really bad. I may begin to slightly slice up these episodes, but for now, my entire goal is to get better at talking and filling silence, and I don't know, just be more confident. So, I suppose for now I'll leave them longer because I think that's more conducive to my goal, but we officially have enough diamonds for a pick. So, ooh, glow squid. Okay, let's be careful here. Okay, let me... Ooh, amethyst geode. Okay. Okay. So I think what we'll do... Heck with it. I will briefly run over here and explore this amethyst geode. And then... Okay, oh my gosh. Is this a skeleton spawner? Gee. Okay, gotta be careful here. There's so much lava around. Okay, maybe I won't explore the amethyst geode. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my goodness. No. Okay, now I gotta go see how much stuff I lost. Oh no. That was not good. Not good at all. I hope it all didn't burn, but I have a bad feeling that it may have. Okay. It was off the side over here, right? Somewhere. If I can even get back there. Oh, I should have ended the episode. Should have ended the episode. Okay, I'm probably gonna die. Okay, this is... If I get touched by anything here, I'm dead. I have to parkour my way up this as well. Okay, back down here and over here. Down the waterfall. Come on, please be there. I have a bone at least, but I know those skeletons are still going to be there. And the moment I show up, they're going to just light me up. Okay, there's still some stuff. Okay. Let me... I suppose I'm eating a golden apple. I don't want to waste one, but I guess we're escaping with 2 stacks of iron, some melon seeds, and some coal, but we lost our 3 diamonds. You know, that's just part of it, I suppose. It's a horrible end to the episode, but I'm going to have to call it there. I guess tomorrow's episode, I will come back, I will go to the Amethyst Geode, and I will find what I'm sure is plenty more diamonds down here, so that I can recoup. Also lost my bread, so I need to set up an animal farm as well. So next episode I will plan to work on the base a little bit, maybe, with farms at least. And then I will come down here, try to get more diamonds. I can't believe I lost those, but at least I didn't lose my 2 stacks of iron and my coal. And then, yeah, I will hopefully be... Basically, the only great things I lost were the diamonds, but in a cave this big, there'll be plenty more. That's just part of it. I'm glad I didn't make it a hardcore world after all. But I suppose I will call the episode here, and in tomorrow's episode I will try to recoup my losses. But I guess that is all for today. Thanks for watching.